Hello and welcome to Kaunas, Lithuania. For millennia, this land has been shaped by the vision of a people whose deep history and vibrant culture stand as a testament to the enduring human spirit. Today, that same spirit of aspiration ignites this stage. Here is the course. We begin with the fencing direct elimination rounds. It's épée fencing, whole body's target. First of 5 hits, or the most touches in a minute. We'll move on to the obstacles, 8 obstacles, and this discipline is all about getting around the course as fast as you can. The fastest time gets the most points. We move on to the pool, which is also inside this arena, a short hop away into the 50-meter pool. 4 laps to complete a couple of kilometers, and then we move on to the combined laser run, 3,000 meters comprising of 5 laps of the 600-meter track, punctuated by 4 visits to the shooting range. Got to hit the target 5 times before you can move on. Out of the range, back onto the track, and the 5th and final lap as we get a look around the outdoor section of the loop, which is why that weather is all important. Very tight and twisty as they come around the final bend and into the start-finish straight for the final time. The top 9 in the semi-finals progress through to the final in a couple of days' time. Stage is set for an heroic display of athleticism and spirit. 18 athletes will take to the stage.
Alert, alert, don't anybody move. Stay still and just look up at that clock on the top of the Jumbotron. That is a 30-second countdown to the start of the UIPM Pentathlon World Championships. So if you're a fan, a delegate, a coach, or an athlete, the time is now.
Just 5 seconds to go as we roll through the bottom 6 from the fencing ranking round. It's time to meet the semi-final A lineup for the men.
Ladies and gentlemen, united under the flag of sport, please welcome the athletes of the UIPM 2025. Mohammed attacking and cutting into 42.
Hassan here didn't do as well as he was hoping in the fencing ranking round, which is why he's coming up against the highest seeded Gull, who goes on to progress to the next phase, the round of 16. The windscreen wiper parry, I like to call it. But he's continuing this impressive form, and again using that heart block out and wrist cut rolling across the body, staying in the high line.
So sort of angling your blade in a position that your opponent cannot get past. And that is really just something you practice with. It lessons with your coach, but beautiful touch from Gal. What a run he's having this morning. Less than 9 seconds left. But it is decided victory for Andras Gal. And it seems like no, it was a point outside of the piste.
Well, this is some run.
Gal is just really waiting for Shep to make the close distance and taking his blade. So Shep really has to be careful with the distance that he has up against Gal. Double point for 2, less than 8 seconds left.
Well, there you have it. Andras Gull proving that even after a disappointing fencing ranking round, you can go all the way through this new format of knockout fencing. after the first of 5 disciplines. This is how things finish up. A jump of 15 places for Andras Gal to the top of the order, with his teammate Balázs Sepp sitting in second place. Titus Peronas will be happy, even though he's lost a place, to finish third in the fence.
They're off big wheels. Brilliant technique from Sitch. What will he do on the ascending bars? He skips to the third bar. Incredible from Sitch. Giant steps. What will he do on the swinging globes? Goes for the second one, makes use of that twisting technique. This might be the fastest time in the semi-final, just under 30 seconds for Danilo Sitch. And Chamizo finishes off around 35 seconds.
What a performance from the Ukrainian, especially in those overhead obstacles. He was absolutely stunning.
We have Boris lane A and Peronas in lane B. Peronas closest to us. Boris to... Oh, incredible from Boris. Mastered those tilted ladders. What would he do on the ascending bars? Snappy hands from Boris. Giant steps. Swinging globes. He skips that first one. Reaching for every globe. Sticking landing. He looks for that buzzer. It's in his side. 26 seconds for Boris. Fastest time in the semi-final A. Peronas finishing off. It'll be around 35 seconds for Peronas. But what a run from Boris.
They're going so fast, we haven't got time to talk about what they're doing. It's incredible. Well, this is the lineup after the obstacles. And look, Boris climbing to the top of the order. Sitch moving up 5 places in the top. We move into the second part of the group, and the all-important middle of the table order as Sepp drops at 3. Peronas drops another place, but he'll be happy being in the top 6. Absolutely head and head, neck and neck, these two.
Gal really shifting up the gears here with that last 50 meters. And that's the importance of the third 50, really switching up the pace and making sure not to fall behind with the pace. But it's Gal striding through for that last 50 meters. This is a brilliant swim from Gal of Hungary. It is a fight between Gal and Sitch, lane 2 and 3. Strong finish from Gal. It is a 2:06 and a 2:07 finish for Danilo Sitch.
Good times, good points. Sitch just holding on a little bit, perhaps even clinging on to that time. He went out fast. Interesting to see Boris from France in lane 1 finishing in 3rd place, overtaking Sepp in that final 25 meters. It was a strong finish from the Frenchman.
Well, we wrap things up with the men's swim.
We've got Leo Boris of France topping it. 890 the points he's set. Now, every point gives athletes a handicap, and Giorgio Milan of Italy, sitting on the bubble, has moved up 6 places in the swim. Still in the top 8, it's Titus Peronas, who will have the host nation right behind him through the laser run. Tension starts to build. And we are ready for the laser run. Leo Boris of France gets us underway for the conclusion of the men's semi-final A. He's followed out shortly after by Hungary's Andras Gal. Next up, it will be Danilo Sitch, followed by Balázs Sepp in 6th place. Tim Lee shortly after him, and then Titus Peronas gets the blow of the horns as Giorgio Milan, the man in 9th place, currently sitting on the bubble of qualification, begins his laser run. Picture in picture, we are in the range inside the venue, and Leo Boris gets in there first.
Oh, Boris sitting on 1 green light. And Gal climbing through, 4 green light for Gal. Gal is up and away for his 2nd running lap, but it's Boris struggling on his first shooting series. But the focus is on Giorgio Milano, who's currently sitting on that 9th position.
Yeah, you're right, and there is the focus on him. He's in the range, sitting in 9th as he came in, looking pretty steady. He hasn't got a light on yet, as Peronas next to him has 3. And this is really tight now. The Ukrainian out.
Giorgio Milan in danger here, sitting on those 2 green lights. It's Ochoa and Laronovic. Laronovic is off and away, followed by Ochoa.
We got 5 in the range. And Mutas Mohammed coming in 4th. Andras Gal gets out first from the range. It was a slow sprint for him. And sitting in 9th place, Larinovic coming around the final bend into the range. Big cheer for Peronas as he leaves the range for the 2nd time. Ravinovic has got out quickly as well. I think he's overtaken at least one person in the range as they come back onto the outside. Ochoa and Ravinovic still in a really tight battle. The man in 9th position, absolutely putting down everything he can now, and he's opened up a little bit of a gap to 10th. Ochoa has dropped off a little bit. He's on 4. I think he's going to overtake. Oh, he doesn't quite overtake Peronas, but that wasn't a bad visit to the range for Ravinovic. He's still got Ochoa and Chamizo behind him. They are in the range, the leaders.
And a brilliant shooting series from Mutas Mohammed. He makes it look too easy.
So important for the pole here.
But not far behind, we have Javier, Lee, Chamizo and Ochoa. This is such an important shooting series for these athletes. Laronovic is out and away. Lee and Peronas. 8. Peronas now on 9th position. Ochoa out of the range. Lee out of the range.
Ravinovic has jumped 2 places and given himself a bit of safety, but the thrill for the home crowd here is they're now following their own man, Titus Peronas. Lee has closed the gap, he hasn't, as Mutas Mohammed crosses the line in 1st place. Danilo Sic in 2nd. Leo Boris, what an amazing performance from him in 3rd. Kowalczuk coming through in 4th. The 2 Hungarians, Gal and Shep coming through. Lavinic making it through after a thrilling run, followed by Ley and the home nation cheering on Peronas, who makes it through. Lee coming through in 10th, Gravia in 11th. Well, the conclusion of the first men's semi-final here. We've had the 5 disciplines, and we have 9 of the field for the final set. Mutas Mohammed coming through the top. So Mohamed Mutas coming through the top from Danilo Sic. Great performance from Boris from France in 3rd. Kowalczuk impressed the Ukrainian in 4th. The 2 Hungarians, Gal and Shep, finishing the top 6. Also qualifying for the final, Ravinovic from Poland. A special race from him, jumping 5 places to make it up into 7th. And then Tim Ley of Germany and Titus Peronas from Lithuania completing the 9 qualifiers from the first men's semi-finals. You've got to feel for Gravia and Lee, the South African and the Korean, jumping 5 places in the laser run, but they didn't make it through. Mohammed Hassan of Egypt, well, he had a shocking fence and he just could not recover despite climbing 4 places. But that is the conclusion of the men's semi-final. We really hope you've enjoyed it.